Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I made this card as a thank you card for my customers. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You can just click the link and print the directions off for yourself. I also have links for the products that I used. If you click those links, it'll take you to my online store at Stampin' Up! And you can buy them for yourself. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using something fancy for my greeting. Labels of glow dies and stylish shapes. I'm also using the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, some rhinestone basic jewels, Night of Navy ink pad. My card base is Night of Navy. I have a piece of basic white for the inside, a piece of the Stargazing Designer Series paper. This is soft shimmer paper, and this is Night of Navy. This is textured shimmer paper in white. I also have already used this die to cut out this basic white cardstock. And I'm going to use the swirl die and the #1 stylish shapes dies. This is actually a pretty quick card. Let me make some room for myself here. You will need the die cutting machine and the small ones, okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut that circle out. I will tell you that this shimmer paper does have some sort of, I don't know if it's plastic or what, I'm guessing it's plastic, backing on it, which for this piece, it's not an awful thing, but it does make it a little bit difficult to cut. So you can see I went all the way through, but that plastic is kind of holding it there. So you can either kind of pull it away, or you can use your snips to just help it out a little bit. But we're going to cut this again with this swirl, and I will tell you that it was a little bit more problematic on this one because it's got all those tiny little holes. So it's difficult to get all the little holes separated out. So I'm going to run it through a couple of times, in fact maybe even 4 times. I think I only actually ran it through 2 times before. And just to help it out a little bit more, I'm going to remove these 2 layers and flip them over so that I'm pushing through the opposite side. Oops, I want to make sure I'm all the way on the platform. And we'll see if that was helpful. It looks like it did a better job of it, but again, when I push all of these in here, they are staying connected on the back. There are a lot of demonstrators that just leave these, you know, with the cut out pieces attached, and that's okay. You can try a piece of tape on the back. I think I did that before. In fact, let me do that now. Let's see if it works. I think I used regular gift wrapping tape before, and this is packing tape. And it shouldn't pull off of the plastic. So that's getting a couple of them. it is pulling some of that plastic off, so I want to be careful that I don't tear all the way through. So if you want to work to get those out, you can. As I said, you could just leave them there. I think I'm going to leave this like that. I want to do my stamping with the Night of Navy ink. And I will tell you that this barely fits on. And you can kind of center it on those, kind of centering it on these center dots. And because my head is not right above, I didn't get it very centered, but that will work just fine. I know, I'm always blaming my camera. And then we just need to put this together. So I want to go ahead and crease. By the way, I don't usually talk about this, but I think it's worthwhile. There's the kind of valley crease where I've scored it, and then this is the mountain side. And I don't know that it makes a huge difference, but there are some cardstocks and designer series paper that crack more. And when I found one that did, I did some experimenting, and I found that the valley side works better on the outside, so you're turning the valley into a mountain. And then go ahead and use a bone folder for that. And you can decide where you want that extra color. I think I'm going to go that way. And for this piece, I don't think it matters whatsoever which adhesive you prefer. I'm guessing that the Stampin' Seal Plus will work just fine, but for plasticky things, I tend to use the liquid. So I will today. And when I put this one down, I want to try and get the white underneath my holes. There's a couple of these holes I'm going to try a little extra to get. We'll see if that's a little bit better. And I want to try and put that white over, because if you can see, if I let it slide off from the white, the holes don't show up as much, so I want to have some overlap there. Again, I'm using the liquid glue. And as that glue dries, I'm going to press that down a little bit more to make sure it stays down. So I want to show you on this card, you can see I did not get the white here, and I'll tell you why. True Confessions, I was virtually out of the Night of Navy shimmer paper. And so this piece of paper, if I moved this label, you would see that there was a part of a circle here. And so I needed to cover that up. So that's why I turned it that way, to make sure my label covered up that. Okay, so I just need to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I probably use way too many. There's probably people that use maybe 2 dimensionals for this. Sometimes I even add a 5th one in the inside, but I think it'll be okay here. This is not a large piece. And I just want to have this up here. Yeah, I want it a little bit down a little bit, like so. I'm going to put some rhinestones on. And you can put these anywhere, but I kind of liked that I had one, on the blue here. It showed up really nicely. You can put as many as you want. And I just told my husband that I was absolutely done with my video. And he said, "Are you done? Are you really done, or you just believe you're done?" And I said, "I'm done." I realized I never put the inside in. So you're probably screaming at your screen saying, "You forgot something again." So there it is. I don't know, you could put a little strip of the Designer Series paper inside. I didn't really do anything to that one. So this is my thank you card. Thank you for watching. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Home near the top of my page and you'll find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. How to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, or color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to look at the basics. You'll find how to cut card bases and layers, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find lots of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. More organization means more time for stamping. You can learn about my Evernote notebook. I have a note for every current product that Stampin' Up! Has for sale right now. It really makes finding just exactly what you want very easy. And you can create your own notebook and search through all of the things that you own to find just what you need. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on my YouTube channel. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.